I choose to speak kindly to myself. Welcome to the T List. It's the T List Queen. So, what is imposter syndrome? Well, it's a persistent feeling of self doubt and insecurity where one may feel unworthy of their achievements or fears of being exposed as fraud. Studies show up to 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their lives. It's pretty common in high achievers, unrepresented groups, and people entering new environments, such as a new job, you're starting school, you just bought a home, things of that nature. You know, there are different types of imposter syndrome. Yeah, well, the T list queen is going to give you the tea. The first is the perfectionist, which I tend to be. Perfectionist, which is what I like to consider myself, believes that they must achieve flawlessness in everything. Any small mistake reinforces feelings of inadequacy. So, yes, I identify as that. I hate making mistakes. I'm rewatching my YouTube, my podcast, and I just want to cringe with the grammatic errors I make. Drives me nuts. And I keep telling myself, I'm going to do better. Maybe I shouldn't post this video. I hate it. That's me. I need everything to be seamless, perfect. My last episode did not air on time, and I felt like maybe I should just cancel this entire podcast. No one's going to listen to me because I cannot even get it on time. Working on it. I'm working on letting go of control. I'm working on letting things happen the way they are supposed to happen. You know, I'm working on that. I know I recognize that this is a part of my imposter syndrome, and I'm trying to separate myself from that. The next is the expert. Feels they don't know enough and constantly seeking additional qualifications or knowledge. The natural genius thinks they must succeed effortlessly. Struggles are seen as proof they aren't good enough. The soloist believes asking for help is a sign of incompetence, insists on doing everything alone. I'm learning now that I need to ask for help. You know, raising my son is a lot, and I have to humble myself and ask, can you help me out here and there? I always think, you know what, he's my son, he's my responsibility. I should not push this on anybody. But at the same time, I do need time for self care. So I do have to seek help when needed. So I am learning that as well. The last one, oh my God, is the superhuman. They overwork to prove they are capable. They fear others will see them as undeserving. I mean, we need to work on this imposter syndrome, work better to believe that we are worthy of success, of love, of happiness, and stop doubting it. God is working for you. Accept his work, his plan, and believe it is for you. So, what are the signs that you might be experiencing imposter syndrome? First sign is downplaying or dismissing accomplishments. It was just luck. Anyone could have done it. It was just luck I got this job. Anyone could have gotten this job. There was just no way they chose me because of my qualifications. Fear of being found out or exposed as fraud, over preparing or overworking to compensate for perceived inadequacy. If you go on my computer right now, you'll see how many videos I have of one topic because I don't like the way it looks. Like, I don't want to be perceived as, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making mistakes. The one that's being aired, guaranteed, this is like take 10 for the day. I have to be perfect. Next is avoiding challenges or new opportunities for fear of failure. And no, I'm not about to go buy this house or move out because what if I end up needing my parents again? What if something happens and I lose my job and now I can't pay for this mortgage and I got to go back home? I'm talking about myself right now. I have this fear that if I move out, then the help won't be there. Like, I need to start separating myself from this fear of I cannot do it. feeling you don't belong, even when you objectively do. I don't belong in this position. As a manager, my young age, who is going to respect me? I'll tell you a story. I used to work at a home care agency. I was the youngest. I was 22 years old. Everyone else was older than me. And I was the manager. And the whole time I felt like I did not deserve this position. There's no way. Why did they choose me to be the manager? I cannot manage anyone. No one's going to respect me. Maybe they should have hired somebody older. I learned to respect myself enough to learn that I do deserve this. And that position taught me so much in my career. And I learned through that position how to be in a professional setting. So you have to learn to accept what is yours as yours. There are root causes of imposter syndrome, whether it be upbringing, cultural pressures, workplace environment, personal traits. So, upbringing, you may be compared to your siblings or your peers. You see that girl, Bianca? Why aren't you like Bianca? Why are you not getting all these A+ grades? Cultural pressures, societal expectations, especially for underrepresented groups in specific fields or roles. Workplace environment, lack of diversity sometimes can cause an imposter syndrome. Unsupportive colleagues also. You know, you walk into a big major corporate company and you're the only Black female there, you may start doubting, why am I in this position? Why did they choose me? Maybe I am not good enough. Maybe they'll realize that I don't deserve this and they'll fire me. Personality traits like perfectionism, high self criticism, or fear of failure. I know I'm a perfectionist, and I've heard it a lot through my therapist and other people that I am very hard on myself. I need to ease up and be kind to myself, but I feel like I need to do better. I know that I effed up. Why am I like this sometimes? Why did I make this decision? That's how I think. And I'm trying to unlearn those behaviors and actions and just let things happen the way they are to happen. I cannot control everything. Really and truly, the biggest imposter syndrome that I have faced recently is this podcast. The first episode, everyone was texting me 12/12. I can't wait for 12/12. Oh my God, so excited. My heart started to race. I'm like, what did I get myself into? Maybe I shouldn't have done this. No one's going to see me and take me seriously. No one's going to watch my videos. I I thought I was going to help somebody, but there's no way I'm going to help. Look at how this video is edited. I look like an idiot. Why did I let myself air this video? I'm telling you, if I listened to my mind half of the time, none of these videos would have been posted. But I know there is someone out there that I'm going to reach out to and help through sharing my experiences, through giving tips and things that I have learned throughout my life. So I am trying to change the way I think, reframe my thoughts, recognize negative self talk, and challenge it with evidence. I earned this role through hard work and skill. I am doing this podcast because I know I went through hell, and I know that if I share my experience, I can help somebody else. Celebrate small wins. I know I sound like a broken record, but I know that it's because these need to be emphasized. Regularly acknowledge and reflect on your achievements, no matter how minor they seem. Wow, Talia, your episode was really good. You know, I myself, Talia, felt moved by your statement. You know, that's how you have to talk kindly to yourself. I'm learning to do this now. Seek feedback. Ask trusted peers or mentors for constructive feedback to gain a balance of views of your abilities. We need constructive criticism from people that we can really trust. You know, like I'd have my sisters watch my podcast so they can tell me where I messed up. You know, my cousins will let me know, and I receive it because I know that they would not let me look crazy on camera. So I do seek that feedback. I am trying to work on my wins. The amount of times my videos are being viewed, I don't know that many people. So I know that these are views from others that I don't know. And I try to celebrate that. Whether it's one view or 100 views, I appreciate it. I have to accept imperfection. I am not perfect. Accept that everyone makes mistakes and growth comes from learning from your mistakes. You make a mistake, you learn from it, and you redirect your behavior. Find a good support system. My family is my support system. Honest to God, without them, I don't know where I would be. My mother, who spent days on days in the hospital with me, she was like my doctor in a sense with everything health related. She was there. My aunt was one of those people. She would tell my mom, take a break, go home. I'll stay with Talia. I'm forever grateful for that. I'm forever grateful for that. Call it when you see it. Name it. Wow, this is imposter syndrome. By simply acknowledging you are experiencing imposter syndrome, you are reducing its power over you. Okay, so you have to recognize when you are going through that. I'll go back to my weight loss. Well, when I was bigger and I felt insecure. But then I changed my diet. I went to a nutritionist. I was working out regularly. I started seeing the numbers change on the scale. My clothes felt lighter. I was so happy about that. But then there were times when I lost the weight. I know I lost the weight. I'd put clothes on and I'd still be like, no, Tal, you still look the same as how you did back then. And I had to go on my camera roll and look and compare the pictures and to say, no, Talia, you do not look the same. You are lighter. You do look better. You earned that achievement. Accept it. So then I started to accept it and embrace myself in my new body. And I felt the most confident I've ever felt in my life by accepting that I deserve this achievement. I did it. And I earned it. So I work for a luxury brand. And even my own friends would have me doubt myself like, yo, that's such a hard job to get to. How did you get that? You must have known somebody. And I started feeling like maybe I did not deserve this position. It probably was luck that I got it. There's no way that they saw me as a qualified candidate for the position. And I would doubt myself like, how the heck did I get in this role? But looking back at it, no, it wasn't luck. No, I didn't know anyone in that position. I worked my ass off. I had the qualifications and I gained the job. So we also have to shut down those negative thoughts from others too and believe in ourselves. I always say to write down these affirmations because they really do help you. Once you start to say them, you believe them and you start to utilize them in your everyday life. Started the podcast by saying, I choose to be kind to myself because I need to learn to stop being so hard on me. I am choosing not to be hard on me. I'm choosing to learn that I am not perfect. I am deserving of my success. I can grow through challenges. My challenges that I went through definitely helped me grow to learn from them, to not make those same mistakes. You can't make a mistake and then redo it. You must learn from it and redirect your behavior. There are some daily practices I want you guys to work on. Keep a brag book. It is okay to celebrate your milestones. So keep a brag book or a success journal to document accomplishments and positive feedback. Wow, I just got recognized for my job for being the top performer. Start a gratitude practice. Focus on personal strengths and achievements. So, guys, I encourage you to work and reflect on your own personal experiences with imposter syndrome and take steps towards overcoming them. I'm going to put the name of the book in the description, but I want you guys to read a book called The Secret Thoughts of Successful Women. There are many people that question themselves. So it is okay to feel that way, but we need to redirect it and not allow it to overcome us. I'm open to anyone who wants to share their experiences with me, who wants to come on and talk about imposter syndrome. Please, I invite you to reach out. I want to talk to my listeners and get to know you guys. So please, if you do, I am open for it. I want you to know that, again, you are not alone. Even the most successful individuals have struggled with self doubt. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. You won't know until you try it. Take small, intentional steps to recognize your worth and celebrate your success. Please take a leap of faith on yourself and believe in you. You are worthy of the blessings God has given you. You are worthy of that position. Thank you so much for tuning in on my episode of Imposter Syndrome. You guys stay safe. Take care. Bye.